it's common for embedded system programmers to be focused on optimization. Small processors in embedded systems are often resource-starved, can be slow, have not enough memory, and so on. But it's important to remember that premature optimization is the root of all evil. It's a bad idea to start optimizing before you really need to. Generally, almost nothing in the software really needs to be optimized. Usually, it's only a couple % of the program that is worth optimizing. Generally, if you're asking, should something be optimized? The answer is pretty much always no, unless you have compelling performance data to prove the optimization matters. Usually, there are only a couple inner loops or perhaps an interrupt service routine that really matters for performance. It's best not to optimize code that doesn't need to be optimized. And generally, it's smarter to get a better compiler rather than spend a lot of programmer time trying to squeeze performance out of compilers that generate bad code. There are two different types of problems with optimization. The first is that optimization makes it difficult to know if your code is correct. If the code is optimized and tangled and hard to understand, it's going to be difficult or impossible to find bugs. Seriously, do you want code that actually works, or do you want tricky, fast code that doesn't work? Pick one. The correct code is more likely to be safe. Ultimately, you might need to buy a more expensive CPU to make your code go fast enough. While it's common for embedded systems to be ruled by the tyranny of the bill of materials cost, think about what your volume is and what the cost really is. Another 50 cents for a CPU really doesn't matter if you're only building 1,000 products. If you're building millions of products, that's a different story. But it turns out most embedded systems really don't have that kind of volume. So always go for the bigger, faster CPU instead of impossible to understand code if the economics at all allow that.